Hey guys, you're watching because you want and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park. At the moment, we're building a foosball table with a little bit of redstone here, just to make it a little bit more intuitive, a little bit more fun. Today, expect a lot of cuts because there's an awful lot of work to do, and I want to try and get it into one episode if possible. I want to try and get this now looking like a completed. Or I want to actually complete it. I don't want it to look like it's complete. I want to actually complete it, which means doing all the sides and hiding up all the redstone and stuff. And a lot of that is just block, 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 block. You get what I mean. It's just a lot of placing it and sort of going around, getting higher and higher and higher. But there's a few things that we want to work out first. One is the walls of the pitch. I think I want to do them in a green colour. On the inside here, so the walls of the pitch are green. I think it's just a nice, different sort of neutral colour that we haven't used yet. What we can do is we can put it one block above the last piece of water. So that way, wherever the ball goes, we know the logic of the game. If the ball hits the water, this water always pushes it back out into the pitch. There's no point of being any wider than the water because you can't ever get the ball any further above it, so we might as well just cover it up. It's quite cool just being able to see the edge of the water though and seeing how the rest of the game works. So we're going to run this up here. Yeah, that's perfect. In fact, we're going to run that up there, and basically let's just do a little section here. This is going to come up as high as we want. I think maybe one block below where the buttons are going to be. Let's use this button right here as a test example. Do I like the green? See, I like the green because it's neutral. But boy, is that a disgusting green, isn't it? It's like a snot bubble green, isn't it? I might change that. I don't think I like the green, actually. I was trying to think of, like, if it was completed, what would it look like? I went for green because it's sort of football, but maybe we should. I don't want to go with a blue because the water's blue and the ice is blue and the heads are blue. We've got yellow and red. I just wanted another sort of neutral colour. Podzol looks beautiful in this texture pack. I don't want pink. Obviously, we can't have red or yellow. I could have orange, but again, that sort of stands out quite a lot. I don't want black on the inside. Or do I want black on the inside? Would black be better to have everywhere? I don't want white. Maybe black would be better. Oops. And just have black everywhere. So, I don't like this screen either. That's not going to do it for me. Maybe it should just be black then. Yeah, no, black would look better. Okay, so imagine all this is black, okay? Just imagine we've got black all the way around to about that height. What we need to have is a walkway along here that the players can stand on. Obviously, they're going to hit these buttons, and they're going to want to see where the ball is. In fact, we should probably have glass quite a fair way down. Because if you imagine, look, if I'm standing on this, let's just imagine that this is the block that we've chosen for the players to stand on. And I hit this button, it drops that water. I can't see where the ball is. Half of the pitch is covered. That's terrible. That's terrible ideas. Okay. I need to work out exactly the height that I can see everything from then. I can't really see everything from here. Is it really right down the bottom that I need to be able to see? It sort of is, isn't it? Can I not cover any of it up then? Like, do we have to have some sort of ingenious glass style? I can just have a 3-wide pathway that goes all the way around. I want to hide up the water if I can, though. At least a little bit of it. Okay, now I've got an idea. We have this 3-wide pathway that comes all the way down. Okay, all the way along all of them for the players to run up and down. I want it wide enough that they're not going to fall off it. They can see the entire pitch from here. All of this will be removed. But then for design purposes, for aesthetic purposes, I think what we'll do is we shall sort of run this down here. like this. Can I go? I can go like maybe 2 blocks more down. That one and that one, because I don't want to be able to see all of this water junk. It's okay to see that stuff, I suppose. Maybe I'll put some ice underneath it, because as you can see, it's like dirt under there, and I don't like that. Okay, no, that works though. Yeah, no, that'll work well, and the player can see all the pitch still. Okay then, so let me just take this away before we cut away for the first time. Let's just work out exactly how far back we want it to go. If this is now 2 blocks back from the water, which it looks like it is, like 2 blocks back from the water, then we might as well do 2 blocks away from the water on the goal side as well, just to make it all even, apart from the corner, which we'll do like that. Yeah, that works. I think that stands out pretty nicely. Do that all the way around. Okay, I'm going to do that all the way around, and I should be back. Okay, I think black was definitely the right decision. I was thinking about doing like a red and a yellow strip going across, but it blended in with the players, and I want the players to really stand out. I want you to be able to see exactly like what your players are doing and where the other players are. I don't want like no illusion. Already the goal sort of blends in a little bit, and I don't want to sort of limit that if possible. You know, I don't want to increase that likelihood if possible. But now we're on this level, we can start maybe putting a little bit more colour into it, using a little bit more whites and a little bit more reds and yellows. Oops, not that colour. That's a horrible colour. To really spruce it up a little bit. So let's go around, I think, with some white now. This is the standing level that the players stand on. We also still need a ball release, but that's very easy to do. That's just a dispenser and a button. So I'm not really worried about fitting that in. So we shall run these over here. Now this is the redstone. This has to be covered up right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this white to go around that redstone torch. We're still nicely away from the player. And we want to match it on the other side so it's symmetrical. Even though this torch here is in a different position, we want to still match it together. So we want it to go like that. And that's now matched to the other side. So we'll run it around this way. This is just going to break up the floor level with everything else. It's always nice to put, even if it's just like a half block of a different colour in, it just brightens it up that little tiny bit. We want to come out here. How come this side is different? Oh, because I've come... Hang on. Hang on. That way, in for 3 blocks. In for 3 blocks. Yeah. That one. In for 3 blocks. Oh, no, we are right. And then out for 2. Is that? Yeah, no, we're good. I just got confused a little bit. I got confused about the shape. And then down here and to there again. Oh, each layer that you do, you just add that next part of colour to it. Okay, I really like that. Now, I want to add a little bit of colour. So we're going to have yellow is this side. So I'm going to do a yellow ring. So we'll put this yellow around here. And then I'm going to put one white one on top. I just want the yellow to go to there, though, I think. And then we'll put the white on top. And I think that's pretty much as high as I want these parts to go, because you want to be able to sort of get in and out easily. We're not going to bother with a staircase. Obviously, this is a creative world, so you're going to fly into your side and fly out of your side. If you're doing this in survival, you could easily have a staircase at the end there, couldn't you? But there's not really much point. I want to sort of keep it as foosball table looking as I can. Okay, so we've got those 2 colours in. Now I think it's time to go around the outside. With the outside, there is something that I do want to do with it. I want to have the black come up to, let's just do a little test test area. Let's say it comes up 3 blocks. I want this to about be the top of the whole thing. So let's just bring this out to the same same distance out. There we go. And have this 3 blocks down. And then in this middle part here, how many blocks high is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Okay, I'm actually going to remove that one and make it 5 blocks high. Add another one to the top there. I want to write like Foosball along the middle here, but I want to do it probably 1 block back from that as well. So let me whip round black all the way around all the edges on the top and bottom for 3 layers, and I shall be back. Okay, just coming around the last layer here. It's so crazy that each layer you do, it seems to increase the completion by like 10%. It's nuts. I don't know why it does, but it's looking more and more complete all the way each block I place. Now, this section here, obviously I can't do the color like 1 block back because of the torches here, but it's no problem. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go to this spot right here, that line right there. I'm going to block all of this off to be black. So that line there and that line there. This can all be blocked off with black. Oh, by the way, the potion of fire resistance that's in my inventory, it's not in there for any specific reason. I just clicked A at the wrong time and I got fire resistance instead of the potion of swiftness. I'm not doing anything crazy with fire or anything like that off camera. I just keep splashing it on myself for no reason. It's silly. So what we want to do now is have a nice white back on this. But what I want to do is I actually want the letters to be on this level. So I want the white to be 1 level back. So I want the actual white to be here, which we should have enough room to do all the way around all of the sides now. But that does mean adding 1 more black layer sort of around this section like this. You see what I mean? And then the white will be there, and then we'll have we've got 5 letters tall then for some decent sized writing. Obviously 7 would be like ideal, but we don't quite have 7 blocks. I don't want this to be all text on the side. I want to have some structure with the black wool. I want it to really look like an old foosball table that I used to have, which is all black and had the text on the side. It had some crazy name though. It didn't just have foosball on the side. It was like mega crazy fun time ball kick simulator, you know. Something crazy like that. It just made absolutely no sense. Oh, not this part. This stops here. No, this one. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fill in the white and the black. I'm not going to do the text off camera for the moment. So I should be back again. I did tell you guys to expect some off camera stuff. So I think I gave you some fair warning. You can understand why I'm cutting away, though. I'm not cutting anything important out. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, that was the last block. Boom. Oh, it's looking good. Nice and blank for some text to go on there. Now, here in the UK, we call it table football. I don't no one seems to understand why people call it foosball, but it is called foosball, so I'm going to write foosball on the side here. Now, what I like to do with text, my favourite letter size are 5 blocks high by 3 blocks wide. Now, when you're writing text for like a building, you know, down the side of a building, or for a game in a theme park like this, you want to make sure you space them out correctly. So what I like to do is count how many letters are in the word that I want to try and write first. So foosball has 8 letters in it. Foosball. So 8 letters. Then what I like to do is find the dead center point of the piece of the area that I want to write in. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to back off. I think that's right. I think that looks like the center to me, don't you? Or is there not a center? It might be a 2-point center. I expect these 2 pieces of glass to be the center points. In fact, it must be. Okay, so that means that we have to have a 2-block gap between each letter to make it look like it's spaced out correctly. So what I'm going to do is these are the 2 center blocks. I'm going to put a block there and a block there. Now I'm going to do 3 blocks wide with 2 blocks apart. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Hey, that looks like it's perfect with 2 blocks left on the side. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, that is right. So we've now got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3-block wide letters. And then we can start writing it on it. So what we do is the F. I'm going to do yellow on this side and red on the other side. F is simply either that or that, depending on what you want. I think I like that. O is like this. And it's just easier to place down where you want the letters to be first, instead of putting them down, like starting at the left and writing it, and then realizing when you get to the end that you've run out of space and you need to put another 2 letters in or something like that. It just sort of saves you that time of getting it wrong. Obviously, there's a lot of ways you can do O's. People do O's like that. People do O's like that. I think I prefer the blockier O, in my opinion. T. Nice and simple. Oh, no, it's S. It's foosball, isn't it? Sorry. Foos. Like that. Again, you can take out these 2 if you want to. Make an S like that. I prefer it like this. I think I'm actually going to put this block here. I want to have it really nice and blocky texts. Foos. And then ball. Let's see. If you do it like that, you could get away with it. But I think I'm going to do that just to make sure it looks more like a B. You can take that middle one away if you want as well. Yeah. If I just take the middle one away, what does it look like if I put these 2 back in there? I think I like that. I think that keeps the chunky text look that we've been going for all the way through. So yeah, no, it looks good. A is nice and simple. There we go. Of course, you could take out the top 2 if you want it a little bit more curved text. And then L, there's really not much you can do. Oh, that looks cool. That looks really, really cool. So I'll do red the same on the other side later on. Now what we need to do is sort of join these 2 sections up together. I think what we might do with that is have, again, the colour. So we'll have yellow. And then I might just join it up to it like that. Or is that too much yellow? That might be too much yellow. What if instead we done yellow and then joined it up white? Or blue to go with the ice again. Give it the fire resistance so I won't accidentally splash myself. What about the blue? No, I think I prefer the white. But I think what we want to do is, seeing as though this sort of black bit is nice and thick all of the way around, you can see it's nice and thick, maybe we should just put 1 block of black all the way around like this, have the yellow there, and then have the white sunk 1 block down. I think that looks cool. I think that's a really nice design, and that leaves us just with this scoreboards now then to cover up. So let me write foosball down, let me do this all the way around, and I shall be back. Okay, that didn't actually take too long. We've got this so far. That looks so cool. Got foosball written in red on this side. I'm really, really liking this. It's looking like such a completed package already. I'm actually really surprised on how well it's turned out. I didn't expect it to end up looking quite as nice as this. I always thought it was going to sort of look a little scrappy at the end. I don't know why. Whenever you sort of build with you know, square shapes, you know, the picture's square and all the edges are square and everything like that, to me, it always ends up staying that sort of blocky look a lot of the time. And it's really hard to sort of keep away from that. I think I want another white one along here up to the scoreboard. Oh, I don't like it being yellow all the way across, though. I like it being in the middle, so it goes from 2 red stripes here to 1 red stripe. But obviously, it does not make sense having yellow all the way around to this side. So we want to try and get to the middle. In fact, we'll go to there, and I'll make those 3 center ones. Oh, no. We need 4 center ones. This one as well. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So we'll do it on this side. We want white. Here. Now from the inside of the pitch, pretty much now it'll look completed, I'm expecting. Just from the inside. From the outside, there's still the scoreboard redstone missing. So we still need to do that. But boy, I'm actually really pleased. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It's pretty simple as well. It looks, especially the redstone that you can just see that I'm covering up here. It looks really complicated, but it's really not. There's nothing to it at all. Okay, I want to fill this in with white. I think just to there for the moment. I don't like to go too far ahead of myself. Otherwise, I get confused about what I've done and what I haven't done. Okay, so we'll put this back here. We'll put this back here. And then just the final redstone parts to cover up. That one. And in here. Ugh, so slow, man. When you're used to having the swiftness potion and then it suddenly goes, you feel like time has just stopped. Okay, beautiful. I want to have red come down here, so white can go on top, along here, down here in yellow on that side. Yeah, look at that for a shape. Now imagine looking at that from the top with the red and the yellow going like that. So we've got yellow down here, white comes along here, and then red on this side. Okay, anything that we need to make sure we do 100% cover up. Obviously the lamps on the top here. I think I want to keep as much of this white on the side as I can. So I'm going to put the white up here and up here. Always do it in bits though. Do a little bit on one side and a little bit on the other. I say this like every time we do anything that requires symmetricalness. But it's because I know how quickly it can go wrong if you don't take your time and build it slowly. Believe me, I've spent hours fixing things, trying to fix things when I don't know what I've quite done wrong. It's insane. We'll have that one and this one, and then I think I want red to about there, which is like the second lamp in, the second sea lantern in. And we'll have yellow here to the second sea lantern in. Then white in the middle. A white layer goes around the top. And then I think I just want another white layer. I think I'm going to go no, I'm going to go with another yellow layer, and you'll see why. I want to finish off with a black top, like we have everywhere else. So we're going to do that. Then I'm going to have white layer that goes all the way around this section. I'm not following my own advice, am I? I'm not following my own advice of doing a bit on one side and a bit on the other. I'm pretty sure I know how to do it, though, now. And then the black, I want to have double layered all the way around because we've double layered it everywhere else. So we put one black layer on here first, and then we do one black layer one block wider than the edge. It'll give it that sort of cap look. It gives it that little bit of depth, that little bit of shadow. Oops. That one down here, and then fill in one layer down with white, and we shouldn't hit any redstone or anything now. Fill all this in, and then I think we're pretty much completed. I need a ball release, which is just a dispenser. Like I said, it's nice and simple. We want red to 2 lamps in, and we want yellow So 2 sea lanterns in, like that. A layer of white. Then the layer of colour again. Yellow. Match to the same point. Red to the same point. A layer of white. And then a layer of black on top of that. Ooh. Run out of potion. A layer of black on top of this. And then make this black layer that's on top 1 block thicker. And then fill it in with white. And I think we've got a really, really nice colour scheme. Like a really, really nice colour scheme. Make it thicker. We've got the scores lit up. So if you were playing this for whatever reason at night, you should still be able to see what score you're on and what score your opponent's on. We don't need any lighting down in the pitch. You could add lighting. I don't really see too much of a point. I can't see anybody playing this at night. It would be incredibly hard to see the ball anyway. I hate it when it does that. It's so awkward. Okay, beautiful. And then fill in this last section. All the redstone's now covered up. Way! Okay, look at that. Oh, look at that. Let's back off. How cool does that look? A little completed project. It's not as big as you think. When you first start laying it out and you lay the pitch out and that's it, you think, oh man, this is a huge build. And although, yeah, it's a big building, it's not like grossly large. It's like a nice size. You can see it all. So what we need to do is have a dispenser with a button on it. I think what we're going to do is have a yellow block and a red block. And I'm going to do the yellow side when the yellow shoots. Yeah, right. Let's just say the red scores. If the red team scores, the yellow one releases the next ball. If the yellow one scores, the red guy releases the next ball. So what we're going to do is, on the turn of the colour of releasing the ball, so let's say we're on the yellow side. If the yellow releases the ball, the yellow is going to be just on to the yellow side. So the yellow is just going to have the slight advantage because he just conceded a goal. Or I shouldn't say he. They just conceded a goal. Therefore, they should get a slight advantage. So let's put some... If I put snowballs in there, they're just going to get fired, aren't they? Like actual snowball fired. Yeah. No one ever gets the ball. So we want probably something that sort of stacks a little bit higher. Something that still looks round. I mean, an egg isn't the worst idea in the world. It's still white. Can you see the white properly? Probably not. We probably want something that's not quite right. Red, no, because that looks like red ball. What about black? If we used spawn enderman eggs. Oh no, because that's going to spawn an enderman, isn't it? Oh no, I can't use eggs. Hang on, AJ's being silly here. Eyes of Ender stacked to 64, so I think that'll probably do. Ooh, and they stand out pretty well, being the sort of greeny colour. So we'll stick some in there. The red, we want the red to have a slight advantage. So, oops, we're going to put the red in here. And grab some Eyes of Ender to go in there. And then I think we need to test it out, don't you? I think we need to give this a go. So, is it easier in third person to see? No, first person. So, we want to hit the button. Oh, is this going to be a shot in goal off the... No. I thought it was going to go straight into the goal. I was a little bit pessimistic. Okay, no, we're shooting that way. That's the way that we want to go. No, we're not. We're shooting that way. Yeah. We want to go into the red goal. I should probably flip those colours around, shouldn't I? No. You should always aim towards... Should you aim towards your colour? That doesn't make sense, does it? Shooting towards your goal. Well, I done it because, like, red wants to get it in there and yellow wants to get it in there. No, I think we should keep it in that way. Okay, where is it? So, red, we're shooting in that direction. So, we want to hit that one. Oh, what a kick. But but it's not quite got far enough in there. We'll help them along a little bit. We'll hit the yellow button. Oh, not that yellow button. Oh, and by the way, this score has I reset this score, so it's already on 1 goal. We want to hit this one. We want to try and get it that way. Obviously, with 2 players, it'd be a lot easier. Okay, have we kicked it far enough forward for a goal? Oh, it went to the left. It went to the left. Oh no! Go kick it. Okay, it's gone on to the. Did it go in? It went in! Hey! Just sneaked in there. The bottom left-hand corner. Beautiful. All the redstone's done on this side as well. Like, I can throw a ball in there. And boop, we go up to 1 goal. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so pleased. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode.